G'day guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to jump back on the engine and we're going to paint it. So in the last video, if you guys haven't seen, I'll put the link up the top so you can go back and check it out. I mentioned about whether I should rebuild this engine or just freshen it up with new gaskets. And because I know it's a good runner, I've heard it running, I've decided just to do all new gaskets through it. I've got the water pump on order, so waiting for that to come. But yeah, in this one, I'm just going to use this VHT primer, and then I've got the red and black Jubilee colour. So don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll give it a crack. Anything can be better than how it looks anyway now. So yeah, I'll give it a good clean and then mask it up and start putting the primer down. So this is the gasket set that I got. I got it from eBay. I think it was like $80 for the whole set, if anyone's wondering. So yeah, that's what I'll be using. Got my little apprentice here, just helping Daddy in the garage. So I'll give this engine a good clean up, and then we'll mask it up and then put some primer down. Hey guys, so after giving it a good clean, all I used was petrol and brush. Came up really good, surprisingly. So now all the oil and the gunk is off of it. I'm going to mask up these ports, and then I'll lay down the primer. We'll let that dry, and then I'll mask it up of the sections that I want black and red, and then we'll paint them. There you guys, on the first coat. Yeah, it's looking really good. for primer anyway. But yeah, I'll let that dry for a bit and then I'll do the second coat and then I'll probably move on to the colour then. In the time lapse you would have seen I forgot to mask up the front water pump here, and I forgot to whack on my mask, so I put that on before I continued painting. Anyway guys, I'll let this dry and then I'll come back to it. I've got it all in primer. Now I'm going to mask up the head and the front of the motor, so just the block is exposed so I can paint the block, and then I'll move on to the other bits and do them. But I'll show you guys, there's a part on the head that I wasn't too sure what I was going to do, so I'll show you guys now. So on the side of the head they've got these holes here which is for the pollution, I think it is for. Now the original part is this that goes in there, and I made a post on Facebook asking what should I use to fill these up. Okay. And people suggested just get bungs of the thread size, but rather trying to find them bungs, I'm going to cut these off because I'm no longer going to use this part. So I'm going to cut these off and then weld up the ends, grind them back so that it looks like a nut, and then they're just going to screw in there and block it off. So we've got the red laid down. And the rest will be all black. The head and the front of the motor will be black. Anyway guys, so we'll let that dry. I'll probably leave it a few hours. I might leave it overnight actually. And then I'll come back tomorrow and then I'll mask it up and do all the black. So until then guys, hey guys, so it's the next day, back out in the garage. I'm going to start masking up all the red area so we don't get the overspray on it, and then I'll spray the black areas. So I'll get all this masked up, I'll get you on a time lapse and then we'll spray it. Yeah, we're starting to get there. looking good now. Can't wait to get it all unmasked, so see what it really looks like. So that's the first coat I done on the black. I'll let that dry and then I'll come back and do another coat. There it is, guys. She's all done and unmasked. Not too sure how I feel about it, honestly. Probably got to wait until the sump is done and these brackets are done, so it's all complete and painted. But for the most part, she's all good. The hardest part was along here. Like you can see where I've missed, or when the masking tape has pulled it off, pulled the paint away from it. But I'm not too fussed about that because the inlet's going to cover all that, so you're not going to see it. The main parts I was focused on to get like really good and clean were just here on the main part of the block. And just the main parts where you're going to see it, where it's visible. So with the engine at this stage, all I've got to do is take the sump off, and then we're going to paint that and the rocket cover. But for now, I'm going to go and clean up the gearbox and get out the gurney, give it a good wash, and then we'll paint that up also. I also forgot to mention all these sensors, they're getting replaced, so that's why I wasn't too fussed about getting overspray or painting over them. Everything's going to get replaced. So new distributor cap with the rotor button, the sensors, pretty much everything's going to be replaced. So just thought I'd let you guys know about that before anyone posts in the comments saying, oh, you got overspray over everything. There was a reason why. Anyway guys, we'll jump onto this gearbox. So this is the gearbox, and you can tell it's really filthy. So I'll get that out onto the grass, put some degreaser on it, give it a good wash, and see how clean I can get this. Also, these sensors, I'm not too sure if you can replace them. I really hope you can, because I'd really like to get new ones. But if not, we'll just have to deal with it. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys know if they're replaceable. You can see with a bit of petrol and some degreaser and give it a good scrub, it's just coming up really clean. So I'll keep doing this and then I'll come back. This will probably be the where I'll finish off with this video, but I'll see how I'll go. And here's the gearbox after washing it. What a difference, huh? Anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. In the next one I'll probably do the gearbox, paint it and all that, or I might do it off camera. Same with the engine, the rest of it, like the sump and the rocket cover. Maybe I'll do them as one video, I don't know. But hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think of the progress and how it's going. And if you haven't already, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Anyway guys, I'll catch you in the next one.